and today I'm out on the BMW F900 GS. I've been riding this bike for probably about 20 minutes. I've got a rough sort of feel for it so far. Whether you watched my video from last week, you may or may not have done, but I went out on the adventure one last week. Same bike in the adventure guise. This one is the passion colour. This is what they call passion. This kind of well, I don't know what it is, yellowy greeny type thing with a red frame. I really like it. This particular one is spec'd Enduro. It's not the full fat Enduro, because like all BMW bikes, you can sort of start with the base model and then you can spec it to whatever you want to spec it to. A lot of people moan about that. Me personally, after looking at comments on the interweb, it's like, oh, we don't need all this tech on bikes. Bikes have got too much stuff on. We just want a good old school bike. It's like, well, you can get a lower spec bike, and then if you want the tech, you can also have the tech as well. So you spec it to how you want to stop your moaning, basically. So the particular one I'm on now, it's the Enduro, as it's got Enduro tyres on it. The suspension is set up a little bit different to the Enduro. As I say, the full fat one's got the Showa forks on. This particular one's got the BMW forks on with the little Brembo calipers on the front. The first thing I noticed on this when I actually sat on it, having read the adventure last week, apart from the obvious, the tank size is smaller, still looks quite big, but tank size smaller than the adventure one, is that the seat is a lot harder, and it doesn't feel quite as wallowy as the adventure one. But I suppose it's, you know, different flavours with different taste buds, so to speak. Whereas if you want the adventure one, you're going to be wanting to ride loads of miles on it. You want to go touring on it, etc. But whereas this is sort of more biased towards a bit of off-roading. Whether people are going to go off-road in it, oh, it's another matter, isn't it? I probably wouldn't, but I'm old and not very capable. Apologies for the waffling. I did get a comment last week's video saying that I waffle, and there's no meaningful information, just loads of waffle. So I am thinking of changing my name to the Waffling Yeti. Anyway, back to the bike. Stop waffling! I do waffle. They say be yourself. Oh, I'm doing it again. Be yourself on YouTube. Just don't try and be something you're not. So I'm just an old knobber that waffles a lot. So anyway, back to the video. This particular bike comes in 3 colours. This particular one, as I've already outlined, is called the Passion. This type, yellowy, greeny, whatever you want to call it. I really like that. I can understand why some people won't like it, but I like it. It looks more yobbo. It looks like a pair of Nike Air trainers to me. It's got that, yeah, look at that vibe to it. If you want a more subtle one, they do the black one, which I cannot remember what it's called, but it's kind of black with a bit of silver on it, type of affair. Looks really nice. And they do the trophy one, so the traditional sort of like BMW sort of red, white and blue. I think in this case it's like a silver, white, a silver, red and blue, that type of affair. So anyway, I'm in Cretan now, in Northamptonshire. If anyone is remotely interested, I do get local people saying, oh, I see you rode through my village. Is that speed camera? Oh, no, what is that? No, it is. I wasn't speeding anyway, but this particular Enduro one apparently is £12,900. I think it's 12,885 or something to be exact, so it's 12,900. And you can spec it up to round about just over 15, I think, for the more fancier version, if you go through, like, say, all the Showa bits and bobs and all that carry on. But other bits that make it look Enduro, apart from the tyres and the suspension and everything, the footrest, which they take a bit weird, they take a bit getting used to, only because I'm not used to them. But as you can see by the little clip that I'm going to edit in now, they're them sort of like gnarly crocodile-y teethy looking ones, with an extra flippy down bit on the brake, just so the brake's a little bit higher for when you're standing up, apparently. So you got adjustability on the height of the rear brake lever. these knobbly tyres feel a bit weird if I go too. I feel slightly squeamish because I'm not used to knobbly tyres. But I'll tell you what, I'm really enjoying this ride. Last week's adventure flavour of Force 900, it was a very, very good tool, excellent for adventuring, which in its nature it's like buying a boring car, isn't it? You know, it's like it does what it's supposed to do very well, but you don't stare at it on your drive out the window and wax it every 5 minutes and take photos of it. It's a tool for doing a job and does the job very well, and that's kind of how I felt with the adventure bike. Whereas I get on this one, look, I know I'm old and all that, but now I don't feel old. This is Hollowell. This is where I was brought up as a small child in this tiny little village. So yeah, I feel like a bit more of a hooligan. Shame I can't do wheelies, and I daren't even try because it's going to end badly. I used to push bike up this hill, and your GoPro's probably not showing how steep it is, but it is friggin' steep. It used to kill my legs. Yeah, it kind of makes you feel sort of more hooligan. And there is my house. Well, it was the house that I grew up in as a child. Oh, the memories. Anyway, I've not been past it for ages. The sound of it as well, with this acropolis. Oh, I like gravel in them. I know I want to enjoy a bike, but I don't like gravel much. It sounds absolutely beautiful. And whether the camera will pick that up. It's got a nice raspy bark to it and a slight burble on the overrun, which adds to the I'm a hooligan sort of vibe. But yeah, I'm smiling riding this. Last week it was like, like I've already outlined. Yeah, nice bike. Anyway, see you later, bye. Whereas this, oh, this is a lovely bit here. Even though the seat is hard, it's quite a narrow seat. It's not hugging your arse like an adventure style seat would. You're sort of like sitting on, well, more or less like a slightly softer race bike, really, I suppose. You just plonked on it. But it's really weird that you think, oh god, this is going to be so uncomfortable. But I'm not in the slightly uncomfortable. I can still feel my buttocks. They have not gone numb in it. Guilsborough, everybody. The lovely sleepy little village of Guilsborough. Sorry, I'm doing more of a review of the Northamptonshire villages than the actual bike. This suspension is definitely a little bit firmer than the adventure one. Not too firm on the road. I mean, I'm going over little potholey bits and divots. It's definitely sure-footed, and I've got it in dynamic mode. This bike has modes, and you've got dynamic enduro, road, rain. I think that's it. The suspension is manually adjusted, so you've got the I don't know whether you've got compression rebound, but you've got preload on the top there, I can see. And you've also got a little twiddling stick for the rear one. I've not done any twiddling, whether this has been twiddled or not. Oh, thank you very much, thank you. That's alright, don't even mention it. Oh, you didn't, did you? I've no idea if anyone's interfered with this bike or whether it's on the factory settings, but no complaints for me. Oh, over that drain cover, fine. You got a nice bit of fork dive on the brakes. The brakes feel slightly sharper than the adventure one. If I just get in a straight line and just on the brakes, that's squidging them blocks of that tyre then. But yeah, they feel nicely sure-footed. Let's try the back brake on its own. Yeah, back brake's alright. ABS definitely works. Very beautiful. Oh. And the 105 horsepower engine just definitely gives it a good old punch, that's for sure. The screen on the Enduro one is non-adjustable. Basically it's in that position. I don't know what that bar is. I don't think it's I'm yanking on it and not what's happening, so I'll take it it's not adjustable. Whatever, it's fine. I've not noticed the need for a higher screen at the speeds I'm going. Plenty of power, you know, from that 105 horsepower engine. Plenty of power. The whole bike, I think they're claiming a weight of, if I remember rightly, if I'm wrong I'll put it on the screen, but I think that they're claiming a weight of about 219. Whether it is 219 or not, heaven only knows with my brain. Who cares? It feels quite light underfoot. It feels, in fact, I really like it if it is an horse bike. I don't know if I'd have the, I know it's an Enduro, like I've already outlined. But if I had this, I'd be riding it on the right, wouldn't I, like I'm doing now. I ain't going to be, maybe you wouldn't. If you wouldn't, then I'd doff my hat to you. You've got more, bigger kahuna than me. But me, taking it off-road, it's got A&E written over it, and overdraft and credit card bills. Quick shifter up and down, works beautifully. Overall, I'm really impressed with this bike. Anyway, compliments to BMW Motor out of Northampton in the UK for, again, the loan of this bike. I mean, they must be sick of it. Every time I'll go in there, they groan, and they all seem to go to T-brain. I've got no idea why. But I'm not letting that put me off. So if you want to test ride one, I'm sure you can go to your local dealership and they will oblige. If you're into this sort of thing, which to be honest, why would you not? This thing is epic. Then I would thoroughly recommend this bike. This bike is friggin' awesome. And I'm not even riding it really, I'm just tooling around. I mean, if you get somebody capable of riding it, unlike me, I mean, you know what I mean, this is next level, isn't it? I'm not doing any jumps or anything. Whoa. This is lovely. So yeah, 10 out of 10. They can't give it 10 out of 10, can you? 9 out of 10. No one gets 10 out of 10, don't they? What could I improve on it if it was a 10? You know what? I don't even know. Oh, sod it, 10 out of 10. Thanks for watching. That's it. See you on the next one. Goodbye.